Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another WIA Weekly Wind Up, where we meet you here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern to talk a little bit about what we have going on within the Women in Analytics and Data Connect community. I have just a couple of things I want to touch on today, some things you have heard before, one of them you may have not. So let's get started with our Data Connect conference items. I know we've talked about this last couple of weeks, but our call for speakers is still open until the end of next month. February 29th is when that application process closes. So if you are interested in applying to speak at the event, we would love to hear from you. You can go to our Data Connect conference site, dataconnectconf.com. Up here at the top right corner, there's a More tab and Call for Speakers. This page will highlight just all of the kind of different information pieces that might be helpful in that decision-making process, suggestions around like talk topics you could submit. We are only accepting applications for in-person presentations at this time. The event itself is July 11th and 12th here in Columbus, Ohio. And there are certainly some benefits to speaking as well. So we offer complimentary speaker coaching. We do offer access to the rest of the conference. You'll have the ability to come to our speaker dinner the evening before, which is just a really cool way for all the speakers and participants to connect with one another before the event kicks off and gets kind of crazy. We also host a private speaker lounge during the event. We host lunch in that lounge on both days, so you'll have access to that. And then if you are presenting on our main stage or one of our breakout stages, you'll also have access to a recording of your talk too. So lots of benefits to speaking. We do also take care of hotel accommodations for all of our out-of-town guests. And then, we pride ourselves on providing a wide variety of topics around data analytics and AI. So just a few examples of how we break those down as we're thinking about curating a really well-rounded event. We also offer a variety of experience level geared talks too. So if you're interested in presenting something at more of a beginner level, or if you're interested in presenting something at more of an expert level or any kind of, variety of that in between, we accept all talks of a variety of topics and experience levels. So all that to be said, if you're interested in applying, again, that application is open until February 29th. If you scroll down further in this page, the application is here. You can present individually, you can present as a duo. This kind of like first section just gives us an idea of who you are, where you're located, all of that good stuff. And then once you make it through that section, you can hit next and it'll have you elaborate on your talk idea. Yes, so that closes February 29th. If you are interested in participating, we would love to hear from you. You can check out any of our previous sessions as well. So if you're looking for a little bit of inspiration or are looking to understand what past speakers have presented, you can view each of those speakers, where they were employed in their role at the time that they spoke with us, and then the topic that they covered. If you're also interested in learning a little bit more about the folks who are speaking at our 2024 event, we're constantly updating this page as we add speakers to the lineup. So this will certainly continue to change. But if you're interested in just understanding who will be there already, who's already contracted for this event, you can check that out. And again, we'll continue to add those things. On the other end of things, our DataViz competition is still open. That does close at the beginning of February. So February 1st is the cutoff for that. This is, I think, arguably one of my favorite parts of our event. It's just a really cool opportunity to see the creativity that folks are capable of. To give some background, we get hundreds of these applications in every year. With help from our partner at Apexon, we narrow it down to a top 10. We open up that top 10 to a global kind of virtual vote. So you'll have an opportunity, even if you're not participating in the conference, to check out these different DataViz presentations and have your input on what you think should be in the top 5. After that virtual vote, we narrow it down to a top 5. Those top 5, We narrow it down to a top 10 with our partners at Apexon, and then we open it up to a virtual vote to narrow it down to the top 5. Once we've got it down to a top 5, those 5 individuals or groups get an opportunity to join us at the event. They'll showcase their presentation. We do like a fun little like recap walkthrough video. We have a data viz gallery at the event that allows you to interact with all of them individually. And then you actually get to vote at the event to narrow it down to our final 3. So there are some cash prizes at play, all sorts of good stuff. So if you're interested in learning more about this, there's tons of information on our DataViz page, including a timeline. So again, that submission end date is February 1st if you are interested in submitting and having an opportunity to join us in Columbus for the event. Please do so. And then, yeah, those are kind of the 2 major elements that we have going on right now. So just to recap, our speaker submissions for the 2024 event are open until the end of February. Our DataViz competition is open until the beginning of February. And then if you're not interested, but you know people who are, please feel free to send them our way. We would love to hear from each and every one of you, either around speaking or the DataViz competition, or both if you're feeling ambitious. Thanks so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next week.